I'm Jagir, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to jump into some live charts to see, are we seeing a high of Ethereum where we should expect a correction? And if so, if you're currently buying Ethereum, what should you look to do in a logical, non-emotional fashion based on the facts and the figures of the patterns of the charts? Because when we use Elliott Wave theory and Fibonacci theory, it tells us the market psychology, and we can predict with high probability on what's likely to happen next. So we're going to dive straight in. And if you like today's content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I want to bring you these daily nuggets of wisdom, whether it's live charts or just some lessons that you can understand more about crypto and blockchain. And if you're wondering, who am I? I'm the award-winning author of the book, The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. I was also featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies in 2008. And this stuff here, this book is brilliant because we're going to use some of it today to help us determine where is Ethereum. So let's dive straight in. So we're going to look at Ethereum on 4 different time frames. Weekly time frame, daily, 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, and then we'll do a summary on what we should expect just based on high probability. So first, we're looking at the weekly chart. So you'll see I've drawn here Elliott Wave patterns. And if you're not familiar with Elliott Wave patterns, do watch one of my previous videos, which talks about the basics of Elliott Wave theory, what it is, why it's important, and how it allows you to see what's likely to occur next, so you can optimize your buying position and your selling position with all of your cryptocurrency positions. So let's talk about Ethereum. We are actually going to look at this part of the market, right? So you see the orange 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are subdivision waves of a wave 3. So it looks like a 1, 2. We're on this amazing wave 3. It's been so beautiful that it's been unfolding, but we want to zoom in. So this is the part we're going to focus on today, this part of the movement. And are we coming to a top? So just based on the high level projection where every bar here represents 1 week, these are some key Fibonacci ratios where a typical wave 5 is literally met, like a wave 5. And we're looking at a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a potential wave 5 high of a wave 3. And we've exceeded these price targets. So now we want to jump into a smaller time frame. We're going to jump into the daily chart. So it will show us the more sub degree or the lesser degree waves, so we can see the pattern more clearly. And we're going to focus then on this part from the 22nd of February onwards. Can we get a better projection on when are we likely to see a top for Ethereum before we should expect a correction? And how big should we expect that correction to be? So let's dive in. This is now a daily chart. So here we go. So we're February 22nd over here. This was that wave 4 from this chart over here, just so we're on the same page. And now you can see that this is actually also subdivided into 5 waves. I'll put it in blue so it's really clear for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like we're making this final wave 5 of a wave 5 of a wave 3, right? You're with me, right? Right? Because with Elliott Wave theory and Fibonacci, it breaks down into subwaves, and then it breaks down into subwaves, and then subwaves again. So we can really get really accurate on what's likely to occur on a micro scale and a bigger picture scale as well. So I've just written here, the larger time frame wave 1 to 3, which we draw in the original chart, we had some Fibonacci price projections, and Ethereum shot right through it. And on the lesser degree, we've done some more projections, and there's been a real good cluster, which normally shows high resistance. But with crypto, we see those price projections being overseeded or exceeded, just like the commodities market. So what we want to do now is we're going to jump into really focus on this part of the wave. So the low of 19th of April, around that date, we're going to jump into a 4-hour chart so we can see a clearer picture again, because this is going to help you make objective, non-emotional decisions when you should buy and sell. So if you're holding Ethereum, you want to maximize your profit by selling as close to the top as you can. If you're looking to buy Ethereum for a long-term hold, now might not be the best time because we're looking like we're hitting a top of a wave 3, and that will make more sense in the next chart. So now this is that same April. If I just drag it across here so we can keep it on the screen. hopefully this is clear for you. So this is that same April 2019 low. And it looks like it's also again broken down to a lesser degree on subdivision. I've drawn it in yellow. I'm not sure if this is clear, but this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like this final wave 5 of a wave 5 of a wave 5 of a wave 3. Like what? Now normally I only look at 2 degrees, maximum 3 degrees of subdivisions. Keep things simple. But when it unfolds this clearly, like and markets move a lot, you can get really, really close to when is your optimal exit point. So you should be seeing now, we've got some price targets here, which are the typical end of wave 5. So we got this price zone here between 4,100 and the maximum tends to be 4,700. So anything in that range, we're likely to see a top of a wave 5 of a wave 3, or we could say a wave 5 of a wave 5 of a wave 5 of a wave 3. Whew, that's a mouthful. All right, so now we're gonna go one more chart. So this is a 4-hour chart where every bar represents 4 hours. We're gonna dive into the hourly chart where every bar represents 1 hour and see, can that give us any more information so we can maximize our exit point if you're already long, you've already bought Ethereum, or if you're looking to buy Ethereum, what you should expect the price action to do. And it might be better to wait for a better entry point, and that will make perfect sense in the next couple of slides. So this one, again, if I just jump back, this date down here is April 23rd, this wave 2 low. So this next chart, this wave 2 low down here is April 23rd. If I just, it's back down here, April, May, there we go. Just make sure that's the right date. Oh, sorry, this wave 4 low we're looking at here, sorry. This wave 4 low we're looking at here, and we're gonna zoom in. And we zoom in, and that's that wave 4 low, so May 4th. So now we're gonna get really into this final phase of what looks like to be the top of a wave 3. So if I just zoom this in so you can see it clearly. So now it looks like we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up. And then I've written in red as well, a subdivision of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could be making this final leg up of a wave 5, 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 of a wave 3. Now, again, from a practical perspective, you only need 2, maximum 3 time scales. But I just thought it would be fascinating for you to see how a market tends to unfold on a larger degree, on a lesser degree, on a very micro degree, and even on a more micro degree again. And it depends on what time scale you're investing on. If you're investing on a macro scale, then the first 2 or 3 charts is more than enough, and you know what you can do for the long-term hold. If you're on a micro scale and you're in and out of the markets, this is going to be much more relevant. So what does this all mean, and what should we look to do next? Now remember, no one knows what's going to happen next. We just go with probability. Probability says, based on Elliott Wave and Fibonacci theory, that we're looking to, it looks like we're reaching near a top of a wave 3, right? On a larger scale, what comes after a wave 3 typically is a wave 4 correction, and I'm going to cover that in a second. And then if that does unfold that way, what should we expect next? Then it's a wave 5, which will be new highs, all-time highs. And again, with crypto markets, the wave 5s tend to be, often it's the wave 3 more often than not in the financial markets, but in crypto markets, it's similar to commodities, where wave 5 tends to be the extended wave. So we can expect some good price movement. So let's summarize now. That was a lot of information, right? It's a lot of subdivision of waves, but let's just keep it really, really simple and practical. This, by the way, I've drawn a line down here on this potential wave 4 low. This would be, well, this will be the initial indication, this one here, that we've come to the top of a wave 5. This one will confirm it even more. It's taken out a previous swing low that will confirm the top of the next wave. So now let's just summarize. So I've zoomed back out. We're on a daily chart now where every bar represents 1 day. What am I anticipating Ethereum to do? I'm anticipating that we're going to see a wave 3 high, but a wave 5 of a wave 3 high. And what typically happens next is you'll see a correction of a wave 3 of 38.2%, which is around here. And this is the typical zone to 50%. So we may see Ethereum drop back down to 2,600 to 2,100. It can go a bit lower, But because it's really bullish and really aggressive, you can see the price action. Everything's been overextended on the upside. This last part of a wave 5 tends to demonstrate panic buying, right? People feel like they've missed out on the early part, and they're convinced it's going to go up forever, and that is there tends to be this herd mentality, but there's a panic buying. But the people that got in early at the lower price, this is where they're looking to take profits. Sophisticated investors are very aware of a wave 3 high because of the psychology of the market, and they'll look to take profits, and that's what causes the wave 4 to unfold, because there'll be a lot of selling. And if that does unfold, then you can be just hyper aware that this could potentially be then another good buying opportunity to go along for the rest of the bull run, where we may see Ethereum make all-time new highs. So I've just done a projection. Now it's very, we're very ahead of time, so I don't like to do too many projections because we want to see the wave 4 unfold first. But if I just show you the price targets that I've drawn, I'll just zoom in like this. I'm going to show you here. There's 2 price targets for Ethereum if a wave 4 does unfold. The most typical is this price zone. I won't go into too much detail on how I got to this, but it's $6,500 per Ethereum. But because Ethereum, like with many cryptocurrencies, overextend in a wave 5, we may see it go as high as, just under $10,000. Now it could go much higher. A lot of people are projecting much higher, and it could do that. It's probably likely to do that, looking at past behavior. But just going on, right, we're looking at a potential wave 3 high. Be aware. So if you're already holding Ethereum, be prepared for a 30, 40%, 50% pullback. And then feel comfortable with holding if you want to hold it for that final wave 5. If you're on a slightly smaller time frame, you could look to exit some of your position based on your trading strategy and your investment strategy. But then also be prepared if you're looking to buy Ethereum for the first time or enter into a position. It might be better to wait for a wave 4 to unfold, which will look something like this for the final leg of the market, which will take us to September, October, November this year. Woo! That was a mouthful. I don't normally do a wave 5 of 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 a wave 3. Normally you just need 3 degrees, wave 5 of a wave 5 of a wave 3. That's more than enough information to make objective, non-emotional decisions. Now, if you like today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I want to bring these daily nuggets of wisdom. Sometimes it will be live analysis on something like Ethereum, because a lot of people are making decisions right now on Ethereum and what's likely to occur next. Other times it would just be my knowledge in different spaces on blockchain, just to kind of help you get up to speed. All right, that was Ethereum. We look like we're making a wave 3 high, a wave 5 or a wave 3 high. If that's the case, we'll keep you updated and see how it unfolds. And if it does, we can then project forward what's likely to occur next, so we can prepare for the next phase of the market. All right, I will see you soon in one of my future videos.